Shariar Khan, and today my presentation topic is biofertilizer. First of all, I will tell you about what are the biofertilizers, their introduction, their types. So we have to go to the main screen so I can explain these things in front of you. So now on the slides you see introduction. In introduction of biofertilizers, it is explained as a biofertilizer is a substance which contains living microorganisms. When applied to seed, plant surfaces or soil, colonizes the rhizosphere or the interior of plant and promotes growth by increasing the supply or availability of primary nutrients to the host plant. Biofertilizers add nutrients through the natural processes of nitrogen fixation, solubilizing phosphorus, and stimulating plant growth through the synthesis of growth promoting substances. What is biofertilizer? Biofertilizers are natural fertilizers that are microbial inoculants of bacteria, algae, and fungi, which helps biological nitrogen fixation for the benefit of plants. They help build up the soil microflora and thereby the soil health. Biofertilizers also include organic fertilizers, manures, etc. Use of biofertilizer is recommended for improving the soil fertility in organic farming. Types of biofertilizers: bacterial, fungal, algal, aquatic fund, earthworms. Bacteria include symbiotic nitrogen fixers, free living nitrogen fixers, phosphate solubilizing bacteria, fungal biofertilizers, and earthworms. Bacterial biofertilizers: the live cells of bacteria are used as a fertilizers. These microbes contain unique gene called as NIF gene, which make them capable of fixing nitrogen. The nitrogen fixing bacteria work under two conditions: symbiotic and non-symbiotic, free living and non-free living. The symbiotic bacteria make an association with crop plant through forming nodules in their roots. The free-living bacteria do not form any association but live freely and fix atmospheric nitrogen. Symbiotic nitrogen fixers. Most important symbiotic nitrogen fixing bacteria is Rhizobium. Rhizobium live in the root hairs of the legumes by forming nodules. Plant roots supply essential minerals and newly synthesized substance to the bacteria. The name Rhizobium was established by Frank in 1889. This genus has 7 distinct species. Rhizobium can fix 50 to 300 kg per hectare. Free living bacteria. Large number of free living bacteria present in soil. Commonly used for free living bacteria is Azobacter. Azobacter is a biofertilizer which provides the required amount of nitrogen to the plant from the soil. Azobacter is a heterotrophic free living nitrogen fixing bacteria present in alkaline and neutral soils. Apart from its ability to fix atmospheric nitrogen in the soil, it can also synthesize growth promoting substances such as auxins and gibberellins, as also to some extent the vitamins. Response of Azobacter has been seen in rice, maize, cotton, sugarcane, pearl millet, vegetables, and some plantation crops. It improves seed germination and plant growth. Biofertilizers application methods. There are 3 ways of using these nitrogen fixing bacteria. Number 1 is seed treatment, number 2 is root dipping, number 3 is soil applications. First of all, we explain the seed treatment. In seed treatment, the seed treatment is the most common method adopted for all types of inoculant. The seed treatment is effective and economic. Seed treatment can be done with any of 2 or more bacteria. No side effect. This method will provide maximum number of population of each bacteria required for better results. Mixing the any of 2 bacteria and the treatment of seed will not provide maximum number of bacteria of the individuals. Number 2 is root dipping. Application of azosprinum with the paddy vegetable plants in this matter is needed. The required quantity of azosprinum has to be mixed with 5 to 10 liters of water at one corner of the field, and all the plants have to kept for minimum half an hour before sowing. Number 3 is soil application. Phosphate solubilizing microorganism has to be used as soil application. Use 2 kg of phosphate solubilizing microorganism per acre. Mix PSM with 400 to 600 kg of cow dung along with half bag of rock phosphate if available. The mixture of PSM, cow dung and rock phosphate have to be kept under any tree shade for overnight and maintain 50% moisture. Use the mixture as a soil application in rows or during leveling soil. Precautions to while using We have to adopt some precautions while using these biofertilizers in our fields. Number first point is store biofertilizer packets in a cool and dry place away from direct sunlight and heat. تو اس جس کا مطلب ہے کہ ہمیں جو ہمارے بایو فرٹیلائزر کے ہمارے جو پیکیجز آتے ہیں جو پیکنگز ہوتی ہیں ان کو ہم نے خشک اور ٹھنڈی جگہ پر رکھنا ہے کہ ان کے اوپر ڈائریکٹ جو سورج یا سن لائٹ ہے اس کا اثر نہ ہو اور وہ زیادہ گرمی والی جگہ پہ بھی ان کو ہم اسٹور نہ کریں. یوز رائٹ کمبینیشن آف بایو فرٹیلائزر. ہمیشہ صحیح جو کمبینیشن ہوتا ہے دو یا دو سے زیادہ بیکٹیریاز جو مل کر بایو فرٹیلائزر بناتے ہیں ان کے اس کمبینیشن کا استعمال کیا جائے. رائزوبیم از اے کراس اسپیسیفک یوز. جو رائزوبیم بایو فرٹیلائزر ہے یہ ایک اسپیسیفک کراپ کے لیے ہے تو اسی لیے اس کو اس کے اسپیسیفک کراپ کے لیے ہی استعمال کیا جائے نہ کہ اس کو اس کا استعمال ہر تقریباً کراپ میں اس کو کرتے رہیں. یہ نقصان دہ ثابت ہوتا ہے. ڈو ناٹ مکس وتھ کیمیکل. اس کو دوسرے کیمیکل کے ساتھ مکس نہ کیا جائے. یوز دی پیکٹ بیفور ایکسپائری اونلی آن دی اسپیسیفائڈ کراپ بائی دی ریکمینڈیڈ میتھڈ. جو پیکٹ ہے اس کو چیک کر لی جائے کہ اس کی ایکسپائری ڈیٹ کب اینڈ ہو رہی ہے اس کو اس کی جو میعاد مقرر ہے اسی کے اندر استعمال کیا جانا چاہیے. ایکسپائری کے بعد اس کو ہرگز استعمال نہیں کیا جانا چاہیے اور اس کو اسی کی اسپیسیفائڈ جس کراپ کے لیے وہ بنا ہے اس کو اسی کے اوپر استعمال کیا جائے اور ہمیشہ ہی ریکمینڈڈ میتھڈ جو اس کا اپنا ریکمینڈڈ میتھڈ ہوتا ہے جس کے تھرو ہم اپلائی کر سکتے ہیں اسی کے میتھڈ کے تھرو اس کو یوز کیا جائے. Advantages of biofertilizer. Now we explain the advantages as well as disadvantages of biofertilizer. So firstly, it is a renewable resource of nutrients. Number 2, sustain soil health. Number 3, supplement chemical fertilizers. Number 4, replace 20 to 30% of chemical fertilizers. Number 5, increase grain yields by 10 to 40%. Number 6, decompose plant residues and stabilize carbon nitrogen ratio of the soil. Number 7, it improves the texture, structure and water holding capacity of soil. Number 8 is no adverse effect on plant growth and soil fertility. It stimulates plant growth by secreting growth hormones. It secretes fungistatic and antibiotic like substances. It solubilizes and mobilizes nutrients. It is eco-friendly, non-pollutants and cost-effective method. There are some of disadvantages of biofertilizers. So first one is biofertilizers require special care for long-term storage because they are alive. Number 2, must be used before their expiry date. And number 3 is biofertilizers lose their effectiveness if the soil is too hot or dry. Thank you. Hopefully you will understand the points I have explained in this presentation. So thank you all of you. Allah Hafiz.